guidance of Dr. Manisha Tyagi, Yoga Education. We are group number 2, consisting of 6 members, and our topic is Yoga for Healthy Gut and Brain. Welcome everyone to this session, which will be conducted by our resource person, Ms. Tejasvi Pagare. It's my honor to introduce Ms. Pagare, a multifaceted individual whose journey is as inspiring as it is diverse. With a passion for yoga deeply ingrained in her pursuits, Ms. Pagare is currently pursuing her MA in yoga, reflecting her dedication to mastering this ancient practice. Having obtained a diploma in yogic education from Yoga Vidya Niketan under the guidance of esteemed late Padma Shri Shri Sadashiv Nimbalkar Guruji, she embodies the essence of traditional yoga teachings. Not only she is a devoted yoga practitioner, but she has also extended her expertise as a level 2 candidate of the CFA examination, demonstrating her commitment to professional growth and excellence. Ms. Pagare's educational journey is equally impressive, with a Master's in Commerce from Mumbai University and a Bachelor's in Accounting and Finance from HR College of Commerce and Economics. Her academic prowess is complemented by her rich work experience as a financial analyst at esteemed organizations such as Motilal Oswal, JMP Advisors, and so on. As the founder of Brightside Yoga, she has nurtured a community centered around holistic well-being. Her dedication extends beyond the conventional boundaries, as evidenced by her summer courses for Yoga Vidya Niketan, online workshops tailored to the fusion of yoga and Bharatanatyam dance, and her ongoing individual and group classes. Beyond her professional endeavors, Ms. Pagare's interests are as diverse as her expertise, from the intricate art of worldly paintings to the adrenaline rush of trekking. I once again welcome you all to this session and request Ms. Manisha Tyagi to come here and felicitate our resource person with a small token of appreciation.
Hello, can you hear me? So before we listen to her and we, invite her, I just want to share with you all that I have also done my yoga course from the same institute, Yoga Vidya Niketan. I'm so happy to see that what I did 20 years back, I did in 2003. And now it is 24, I think you did in 2020, 21 during the lockdown, and then we were discussing and refreshing the memories. So it was very nice. I'm so happy today to see you and meet you. So I invite you for your impressions and your reflections.
Why are you talking so much?
Yes, ma'am. Go, ma'am. Yeah, just take 2 minutes. फोन दे दो, फोन दे दो, फोन दे दो, जल्दी फोन दे दो, फोन दे दो ना एक, ये दे दो, फोन नहीं, नहीं नहीं आपका नहीं, भाई मैम बहुत हाई क्वालिटी हो जाएगा, गिरेगा, फोन दे दो, देख कर
Do I have everybody's attention? Yes. Settle down, everyone. Good morning. My name is Tejasvi, as Ruksar kindly introduced me. Thank you, Ruksar. And I'm here to present a lecture on yoga for brain and gut health. So, how many of you are interested or have done few previous practices related to yoga? Put your hand high up. Very good, very good, very good. That is very nice. Okay, everybody can hear me clearly, right? Yes. Okay. So, what we are going to study is yoga for brain and gut health. Now, you all know that brain and gut are the two most important parts of our body. It is obviously, always said by the scientists and is loved by them that the intestines or the gut are the second brain of our body. Why do they say that? Why do they say that the intestine is so important? Can anyone answer this question? Possible? Any loose idea, like what can be the connection between the brain?
Maybe because if your intestines don't function properly, your entire body gets affected. Also, your mind.
Yes, yes, exactly. So she said if your intestines don't work properly, then your emotions and your moods also get affected. How many of us have felt this? If you don't take a good dump in the morning, how many of you feel sluggish, lazy, irritated, not relaxed, not focused, right? So there is a very beautiful interaction happening between the second brain and the brain of our body. Let us see how. Now, to understand the connection between them, we must understand these three terms separately and what is the interconnection happening. So in this picture, you can see that, okay. One more second. Yeah, second. Third one. Okay. So, coming to yolk, brain and gut. These are the three main terms we will be understanding today. Okay, I request everyone at the back to pay attention because in the middle I may just ask some questions. Okay? So, you understand why we are doing this, right? Like, we are not doing this for the sake of just this lecture. It's not only for this lecture or this semester or this course or your career. It is for your whole life. It is what happens on a daily basis. How many of us have a brain?
moment of your life you have thoughts exactly. You feel like talking to each other because so much is happening in the brain. So, how many of you have a gut intestine? How many of you eat every day? Cut down every day. All of these things are happening every day. So this lecture is not just related to your course. It is related to your life. This connection, if it is properly happening, it will facilitate you to be a relaxed and positive individual, which can then perform very well in your careers, in your daily life, as a person, as an individual. So I request all of you to just pay attention because this is not just limited to one lecture. Okay? सुबह का time है. I hope all of you are eaten properly and come. Yes. No. Oh my God. Okay, so just try to pay attention. Okay. Can I have everyone's attention? Yes. So, yoga. Can somebody tell me what they understand by the meaning of yoga? You are hearing this word quite a bit since the last 2-3 days. Yes, at the back.
It is basically connection of mind and soul.
Yes. Exactly. Very nice. So, yoga is the harmonious connection of our body, mind and soul. But etymologically speaking, if you break down the word yoga, you have the root verb yuja. It is a Sanskrit word, yuja dhatu. What it means is a union. Okay? It means a union of your body, mind and soul. When all of these work in good coordination with each other, you are in a yogic state of mind. Okay? Now, like your textbooks that you study, okay, for your course, even in yoga there are textbooks. So one of them is Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It is written by Patanjali Muni in far back history, around 2nd century BCE to 4th century CE. So this is really old. So obviously the way this book was written was very different. It was written in the form of verses, aphorisms. Now these aphorisms are small. They are 2-liners, 2-3-liners, but they have huge meanings. Okay? So Patanjali Muni wrote a long book having 4 chapters, and in the first chapter itself he gave us the definition of yoga, which you can see on the screen is yogas chitta vritti nirodha. What does that mean? Yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. Like I spoke to you earlier, we have a monkey mind. We have a mind that keeps chattering. And that's why we always are using up a lot of energy, more than what is actually required. If we are able to focus on one object, quiet down this mind, then you enter a yogic state. Okay? This is loosely what yoga is about. Now, yoga given by Patanjali Muni is called Ashtanga Yoga. What is it called? Ashtanga Yoga. Yes. Now, why is it called Ashtanga Yoga? Because it has 8 limbs. What are the limbs? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. Okay? A lot of you are aware of this. I'm very happy to know that. So, in that, Asana and Pranayama are given as a separate anga. We will be exploring this in detail in further slides. Okay, now coming to the next, which is our brain. The brain is an organ which is the main organ of our nervous system. Nervous system में क्या क्या आता है? Brain, spinal column, nerves that spread throughout the body. Right? Anybody who has a science pedagogy will be able to understand this in much more depth. The others I will try to make it simple for you so that you understand. Now the brain does a lot of functions. Okay, out of that, some functions are taking care of the internal systems, and that understand what yoga does to manipulate these systems. Okay? So what is a sympathetic nervous response? It is urgent breathing. What happens to you? Imagine this situation. What will happen? Yes, you will be started. Anything else? Bodily changes. We close our eyes, stand to the left. Loud. Exactly. So sense of fear. What else? What will happen if a yes? Exactly. So all of these small changes happen in the body. You're facing in your body to facilitate this immense movement. During this procedure, a hormone called cortisol is released in your system. Okay? Because of the release of this hormone, all of these actions start happening in the body. Okay? Now, because you're in an agitated mode, you're in a fearful mode. Now, I explain this concept with respect to a physical situation. You can create this situation by sitting in the class and you're table. Now you think of a old incident in your life. Somebody said something to you, something bad, something to put you down. You will feel like that situation is happening at that point of time, and you will feel कि नहीं मैंने उसको ऐसे बोलना चाहिए था, नहीं मैंने ये करना चाहिए था, नहीं मैंने वो करना चाहिए था. What is happening at that time? The body is reacting in the same way. ये situation में भी cortisol has released in your bloodstream. You are not facing a sudden threat of a car coming and stopping next to you or a tiger coming in front of you, but you are in your own place and all of this has got created. So we do this on a daily basis. We are constantly in stimulus of our social media. We are constantly getting triggered. All of this also releases a lot of unnecessary hormones which do not let our body and mind relax. So you are in a continuous sympathetic response versus parasympathetic response, which is the rest and digest mode. You can see this guy. He looks like a guy who has just eaten his Sunday lunch and taken a nice nap with his belly filled with food. What happens when you take a heavy lunch? You feel sluggish. You feel like sitting in one place. Why does that happen? Because your body is in a state of parasympathetic response. Your body is re-diverting all the blood flow to the core of the body. Because यहाँ पे ज़्यादा खून की ज़रूरत है. More circulation of blood is required in the core of your body. Right? Okay. You go forward. Yeah. So we spoke about this in the fight or flight response. These are the changes that will happen: trembling, dilated pupils, pale and flushed skin, rapid heartbeat. And in a rest and digest mode, these are the changes that will happen in your body. Okay? The pupils will contract, your mind will relax. And because the mind is relaxed, your breath will be rhythmic and slow. Muscles will relax, heart rate will decrease, cells will enter into a repair and regenerate. When you sleep at night, sometimes you just have a cut. Suppose कुछ कट गया, and now you sleep. In the morning you see that the wound is half healed. भर जाता है वो सुबह तक. कैसे? Because all this repair work is happening at night. At night your body does all of these things because it is in the rest and digest mode. Because the parasympathetic response is active. Improved digestion. So all of these are effects of rest and digest. Okay. We will see in the further slides how we will be connecting the sympathetic parasympathetic responses to our gut. Okay, now let's understand what the gut is. It is a part of the digestive system. system, all of this is, you are all aware. Small intestine है, large intestine है. Small intestine is much longer than the large intestine, even though their words are opposite to each other. In the small intestine, there is absorption of nutrients that we eat in the form of food. Then the food moves on to go into the large intestine, where the last absorption of food happens. The excess of water is absorbed from the food into the body, and then it further accumulates in your rectum to be eliminated from the body. So this is how the small intestine and large intestine form the gut. Okay? Naturally, अगर इतने सारे nutrients absorb हो रहे हैं body में, so there has to be a lot of blood flow around that area. There has to be a lot of capillaries, veins that are there in that area. So imagine if the functioning of this organ reduces, the quality, the quantity of your blood will be affected directly because there are a lot of blood capillaries in this area. Now, you all can observe that if the gut does not work properly, then what kind of problems one can face? Constipation, diarrhea, piles, irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, stomach flu, peptic ulcers, even cancer. Cancer, your gastrointestinal cancers are quite, sometimes even lethal in some cases. The celiac disease is an autoimmune disease of the small intestine. In this disease, the damage happens if somebody already has a celiac disease and if they consume gluten, then the person will face further damage. So all of these problems like diarrhea, constipation, हम सब बहुत रेगुलरली ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं क्योंकि हम सब एग्जाम्स देते हैं. तो एग्जाम्स के टाइम पे क्या होता है, either the system is not working or working a lot. Both of these responses are true and for various individuals it will be true. Right? जब भी हम तैयार होते हैं, we are ready to go out, we get a teacher's call. होता है ना? Exactly. So all of this is irregular working. These are just nervous responses happening in the body. Now we come to the main topic, which is our brain and gut connection. So how is the brain and the gut connected? From all of what we studied right now, we studied the nervous system, the gut, yoga, brief. What conclusion can you draw? How are they connected? Yes, ma'am? How are the brain and gut connected? Can you take a guess on whatever we studied?
Sleep cycle is more dependent on, let's say we sleep well, it actually helps us in food digestion.
Okay. You are nearby, you are trying to give an answer. Anybody else? I just want one answer. Like, how are they connected? Yeah, come on. दो parts है of the body. कैसे connected हो सकते हैं? Exactly. Very good. So they are connected. सब लोग तालियां बजाओ. ठीक है. So nerves are a part of the nervous system. हमारे ब्रेन में 100 ट्रिलियन नर्व्स है, न्यूरॉन्स है, उसमें से 600 मिलियन तो हमारे गट में ही है. So all of these are connected. Now there are some nerves that originate from the brain. बहुत ज़्यादा heavy हो रहा है क्या? Are you with me, all of you? Yes. So some nerves originate from the brain directly, and some nerves originate from the spinal column. Okay, the nerves that originate from the brain are called cranial nerves. Cranium is your head. वहाँ से आने वाले nerves को cranial nerves. अभी there are 12 pairs of nerves. We don't need to know them. All of them go to different parts like your eyes, ears, etc. They are pairs. So दो nerves are right or left side. यहाँ से what we need to study is the vagus nerve. This is a very popular term nowadays on social media. Vagus nerve अगर आप डालेंगे Google पे, you will get a lot of content, and you should read about it rightly so, because this nerve is very long. It starts from your brain and it connects major organs of your body. It starts from your brain, it connects the lungs, it joins to the heart, liver, stomach, intestine. एक ही nerve है जिससे सारे signals flow हो रहे हैं. You can imagine how important this nerve is. Okay, so this nerve we will be speaking about more in detail. And then there are nerves that come out of your spinal column around your sacral area. Sacral area is the last part of your backbone. वहाँ से nerves आती है, they come to your digestive system and give signals accordingly. So as I mentioned, there are 100 billion neurons in the human brain, and your gut contains 600 billion of them. 95% of serotonin is produced in the gut. Serotonin is one of the hormones, the happy hormone, exactly. So they are a group of hormones जिसमें से serotonin एक है और वो gut में 95% of the time produce होता है. And rightly so, the scientists have called the gut the second brain. Next. Now, how does yoga help in all of this complicated situation? Okay? तो योगा में हम क्या करते हैं? Like I said, Patanjali Muni has given us 8 limbs. उसमें से आसन प्राणायाम 8 है. Now, asana and pranayama are not the only practices we do in yoga. There is also Shuddhi Kriya. There are also bandhas, mudras. We won't be able to practice all of them now, but I'm telling you for your knowledge that all of these practices help to improve this connection of the brain and gut. Now, while practicing asana, we do 2 techniques. Okay? How many techniques? 2. Yes. The first is conscious differential relaxation, and the second is pranadharana. Ma'am will be aware of this because we have studied this in depth when we do our diploma. So conscious differential relaxation enables you to consciously relax the body parts, and because you consciously relax the body parts, what can happen? What response of the nervous system will be generated? We studied 2, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Yes, exactly. So what the yoga practices do is consciously bring the brain into a parasympathetic response by employing techniques like conscious differential relaxation and pranadharana. Pranadharana is basically you are counting your own breath. Why do you do that? When you just go into a posture, it is very easy for you to think about 100 other things that are happening around you. होता है ना? क्या होता है?
Hundreds of things going around us.
Yes. So there are 100 things you can think about while you are balancing. हो सकता है. But that is not what you want to do. You want to focus your mind on one thing. How your mind relax? How will the chattering in your brain stop? Because only when you will be able to focus on one thing, that is your breath. So both of these techniques are very, very essential when you practice yoga asanas. Okay, any of yoga practices for that matter. Because it brings your brain into the parasympathetic response. Due to that, now all the oxygenated, the good blood is flowing to areas of your body that were earlier not getting used. You go into an body का position is उसको पकड़ना है. You look like a ghost. What is rainbow? Okay. You will later coming up. Exactly. Yeah, bow pose. It looks like a bow. So your back is getting stimulated. उसकी वजह से back is in its shape. It will never go like this. So because we do these postures, उस तरह का आपकी bend मिल जाता है. और because your back is in this shape always, वहाँ के muscles are habituated to sitting like that. Now your muscles are always contracted in that manner. But when you reverse this position, it will loosen the muscles. It will help the oxygenated blood to enter all of the places that were earlier not getting used. When you do yogic practices, this is exactly what happens. Okay. So now in this slide we can see in detail how asanas will help forward bends and twisting. Contracted muscles of the abdomen put gentle pressure on the stomach and intestine will stimulate peristalsis. Peristalsis का meaning कोई समझता है? Say loudly, get up, get up. The worst that can happen, you'll be wrong. There's no right and wrong. Wait, vomit. When the food is going in stomach. Exactly. Yeah. You're right. I got this movement. इससे समझ में आ गया that you know. Okay, so the movement of the stomach is wavy. The movement inside the internal organs, even your gut, is happening in waves. So उसकी वजह से ना ऐसा food push होते रहता है आगे in the whole tract. So this is the peristaltic movement. So अगर यहाँ पे blood का circulation ज़्यादा नहीं है ना, lazy हो जाती है ये movements, होते नहीं है अच्छे से. और जब ये movements अच्छे से होते नहीं है, आगे food जाता नहीं है. It stays in the same place and then it starts turning into toxins. So that's why you're supposed to improve and keep the tone of the muscles of the internal organs intact, improve the peristaltic movement inside the body. Which movement in the body? Peristaltic. Yes. Okay. Now next. Yeah. So this is also another slide. You can take a read. Back bends like Shalabhasana, Dhanurasana improve the blood supply to the sacral ganglions. Ganglions are basically, nerve cells, a bunch of nerve cells at the end of your back. Because it is the sacral. And postures like Uttanasana and Malasana will contract pelvic muscles, increase the heat in the pelvic region. This stimulates the parasympathetic ganglions. Next. Okay. Now we come to the next part, which is pranayama. Okay. A lot of importance is given to this technique of yoga because it has a lot of spiritual and metaphysical importance. We will be sticking to anatomy and how anatomically it will help our body. So when we are doing pranayama, what is it? Is it deep breathing? Yes. Any more answers? Okay. So here, pranayama is not just deep breathing. It is the elongation. It is the retention. It is a contraction of your breath. What happens physically because of this? You are taking a deep breath, employing the muscles of your chest, of your abdomen, of your shoulders. इसकी वजह से क्या होता है? एक major respiratory muscle है, which is the diaphragm, which is an umbrella shaped muscle यहाँ पे होता है. It gets pushed down when you inhale, right? Because it gets pushed down, यहाँ पे जो भी organs है, कौन से organs होते हैं पेट में? Exactly. All of these organs get a good massage, right? ये push down हो रहे हैं, तो उनका एक अच्छे से मसाज हो जाता है. When you exhale, you don't establish हो गए. The organs that have not been in use a lot will get oxygenated blood flow because of deep breathing. Or the functioning of these organs will. Okay. Now, pranayama, we also apply bandha. Okay, one of them is mool bandha. Many of you will be new to this technique. So, as I mentioned in Hatha there is a lot of importance to bandhas and mudras. Now, when we study yoga has such a long history. Do you think it can be just Ashtanga yoga that has come forward? No, right? जैसे Hinduism में अलग-अलग sects हो गए हैं. Even inside the sect, there are various castes, religions. बहुत branches हैं. वैसे ही योग में ही हुआ है. This is an evidence of history. ऐसे ही होता है. So because of that, Ashtanga yoga is one branch that has developed. Hatha yoga is another branch that has developed. As part of Hatha yogic practices, there are bandhas and mudras. Now in bandha, we apply 3 bandhas when we do pranayama. Out of which, for our topic and relevance of it, we will study only Moola Bandha. Moola Bandha is contracting your anal muscles. Okay? I mean, many of you will not even have awareness of that area around that region, right? Creating awareness and contracting that area and holding it will give you in a state, will bring you in the state of Moola Bandha. And you have to maintain this contraction while practicing pranayama. Now it has a lot of spiritual significance. We will not go there. But what the Mool Bandha and its practice does is it generates heat in this area, in this entire pelvic floor. Because of this heat, the oxygenated blood will improve the functioning and your excretory system will start working properly. Your reproductive system will start working properly. Your digestive system will start working properly. It has a lot of benefits. Okay? Next. Okay. Another part, like I mentioned, is Shuddhi Kriya. Now, just break down this word Shuddhi Kriya and can somebody tell me what this word means? Cleaning. Cleaning of what? Body. Organs. Exactly. Organs. We said organs. Yeah. Toxins and organs. अभी बाहर से तो cleaning करने में हम सब बहुत होशियार हैं. We know how to clean up ourselves. We go to the parlor. We go to everywhere. You know, we like to be proper. But what's happening on the inside? Who's cleaning those parts? We only have to do that. She's excited. She'll be the only one excited to do Shuddhi Kriya. Okay. So Shuddhi Kriyas are basically cleaning your internal organs. Okay. अभी इसमें the relevant Shuddhi Kriyas for us is Basti, Shankh Prakshalan, Vaman, Kapalbhati, Abhisar, Udiyana. Okay. Why? Now these all have very different techniques of doing and they all have their specific benefits. You will understand this concept taking only one example, which is the Vaman Tavti. Okay. What happens in Vaman Tavti? Anybody can tell this now? You all have a subject now. थोड़ा तो कुछ पता होगा कम और फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में है सब. I know, but okay, ठीक है, जनरल नॉलेज से गैस ले लो. वमन तवती. यहाँ पे कोई इसका प्रश्न
I don't know the exact meaning, but from the word I know that drinking so much water and vomiting.
Exactly. Very nice. Good. So, Vaman Tavti, last lectures. Hello.
And we did that practical so many times, right?
Exactly. So the place from where I and ma'am did my AEC, we had a lot of importance given to this part of yoga, and rightly so because it gives immediate benefits. So what you have to do in Vaman Tavti is you have to drink around 5 to 6 glasses of water up till you feel like you have reached the brim, and then you have to just drink the water out. You have to you have to tickle the root of your is empty. We spoke about the vagus nerve, right? The cranial nerve that starts from the brain goes up to the rectum. Now this nerve goes from the throat and stomach, and यहाँ से पूरा हो जाता है. जब आप vomit कर रहे हो, extra force is getting applied, right, to throw out the water. Because of that, this nerve gets stimulated, it gets reactive, it gets rejuvenated, और इसमें बहुत सारे positive benefits nerve को मिलते हैं. अगर ये nerve ही अच्छी हो गई तो obviously it will give optimum signals to all the parts of the body that it is functioning, right? Another and direct thing in your stomach, you don't need so much, okay? But dark acid and whatever is there, the system must go immediately faster. जितना वो लोग not remain stuck functioning of the stomach, it's related to your brain. How once you do these practices, an instant feeling of lightness and positivity you will feel. Now it feels, you know, थोड़ा yucky है, कैसे इतना सब करेंगे तो कैसे पॉजिटिव लगेगा, कैसे फ्रेश, बट once you do it, I am sure that you will feel the positive benefits of this. Next, so ये सारे, you know, all of these are parts of yoga which are facilitating this beautiful connection of the brain and body. Now we come to meditation. It is the seventh anga of Ashtanga Yoga, which is ध्यान, right? यहाँ पे हम directly हमारे mind पे काम करते हैं. What we do is we try to focus on one object only, right? We are concentrating on our mind on one object. Usually it is the breath. You can select your object according to your liking. It can be the tip of a candle. It can be any object. The only funda when you perform meditation is to bring all your attention to that one object. इतना ही state of homeostasis. Exactly. तो कुछ लोगों की बॉडी से होम्योस्टेटिक में है रिस्पॉन्स में. हाँ पर पीछे तो एकदम डीप स्लम्बर हो गया है. Okay, next is Mikahar. What is Mikahar? Now this is very relevant for you. You all are going to become teachers. All of you want to enter the field of teaching. You all want to stand up for 6 to 7 hours of your day, talk to the students continuously. Your brain and your body will be working continuously. आप लोगों को ब्रेक ज़्यादा मिलेगा नहीं. This is the fact of your profession. What can you do during such strenuous times? You should eat right. You should eat only those things that give you energy, not just in a short term but also build your health, right? छोटे छोटे snacks take it. The most important meal of your day will be your breakfast, right? इस बात को तो आप मतलब समझ ही लो कि you should have a good breakfast when you leave in the morning. Your lunch should be such that does not make you sluggish. You cannot, you know, because at the end, when you are in a teaching profession, it is an exchange of energy. You will be giving out energy, the students will be giving out energy. ये exchange of energy में you will feel quite drained at the end of the day. So you must stay hydrated. How do you replenish this energy? Is by food and water that we drink. Exactly. So you must have good quality. अभी मैंने water बोला तो you remember that we were doing water. Exactly. So have water please and eat good lunch that makes you feel light. That doesn't put you to sleep. Okay, which helps you give a good output in the second half of the day also. And of course, practice yoga. For you to sustain long hours of teaching, you need to have internal strength. And for that, all of these practices will help you immensely. Next. Okay, now this is the end of our slide. I've just put up a shlok over here. These are the signs of proper digestion. Okay? Anybody who wants to do the daring of reading this? Go on, yeah, try it. Okay, I will read. You can all repeat after me. Yes. You want to try? Chalo, try.
Kala Shuddhi Saho Vegotsargo Yagochita Nakuta Pipasa Cha Jirna Harasya Lashnam.
Very nice. Sure. I'm at the end of it. Okay, so to understand this, ये संस्कृत में दिया है. उद्गार शुद्धि. उद्गार शुद्धि means clean birth. Okay. Utsaho is freshness, enthusiasm. You can understand where I'm reading from it, right? Udgara Shuddhi Utsaho. Vegotsargo means proper defecation. Utsarga is the kriya of defecation. So Vegotsargo, the proper defecation. Yathochita, like this in the body. Laghuta Shukti Pasa means proper hunger and thirst. Jirna Harasya, Jirna means digestion. Lakshana means sign. So these are the Lakshana. These are the signs and symptoms of proper digestion. Obviously, the opposite is also true. So if you are having bad burps, smelly burps, laziness, constipation, heaviness in abdomen, all of these are disturbing your hunger and thirst. Okay? So anybody would like to summarize today's lecture? Right. What we studied yoga, we studied the brain, yes, the systems, and then we studied the gut. Exactly. And then how did we draw a connection between them? Exactly. Yes, okay.
The brain gut connection. So how what we eat, I mean, as they say, you are what you eat. So what you eat it affects the brain and it also affects the gut and the cycle.
Okay. Anybody else? I want an answer with more including the sympathetic and parasympathetic response. I've given you clues now. Come on, somebody has to frame it.
So as we started off with the fact that our body is usually in the sympathetic response mode because of very yoga can be helpful against correction of mind and body state. And specifically in the case of the gut and the brain we look at the different ways in which the vagus nerve especially how it connects to different organs and then how the different parts of yoga and how they are helpful. For example, pranayama and then Mula and meditation and tika and then
Super. That was super. So, अगर सबको 1% of the समझ में आया है, I'm happy about that. Okay. So now we have been talking a lot about parasympathetic response, right? Right? How can we experience this in like 2 to 3 minutes? Can we do that? So I request all of you to stop what have your back and your shoulder muscles relaxed. Parasympathetic is relaxation. Remember that. Gently close your eyes. Close your eyes. You can place your hands on your knees. Both the feet are on the ground. And now, what we will do is we will just move our attention from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. I will take the name of the body parts and you will just take your attention to these body parts and try to consciously relax any unnecessary tension going on in this region. Bring your attention to your facial muscles, your eyebrows, the cheeks. Try to see if your jaw is clenched. Try to see if your lips are pursed. Relax the facial muscles completely. Relax your eyes. Moving downwards, relax your shoulder, neck muscles. The unnecessary tension in the shoulder must be let go of all the tension in the shoulder. Now just try to observe your own breath, your normal and natural breath. Just observe that there is a natural all the static. It is even and slow. That means your body and brain are slowly and gently make movements of your hands and legs. Slow and gentle movements of your hands, bring them together. Rub your palms on each other. Feel the heat and energy of the body. Take it to your eyes, your face. Feel the energy of your own body. Calm and composed, ready to face. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I, Ikra Khan, on behalf of Bombay Teachers Training College, would like to present a formal vote of thanks. Thank you to Ms. Tejasvi Pagare for such an informative and relevant session. I'd like to express my gratitude to our esteemed principal, Dr. Bhagwan Balani sir, for giving us the opportunity to be a part of such an enlightening session. I'd like to thank our Vice Principal, Dr. Mandeep Kochar ma'am, for endlessly supporting us always. I take pleasure in thanking my mentor, Dr. Manisha Tyagi, for efficiently mentoring us throughout. My heartfelt thanks to the members of my team and the first year students for their diligence and hard work. And to the audience, please accept. Thanks for your support.
So thank you so much. It was wonderful and my memories were refreshed. You talked about Maman, Basti and other areas, although we all will understand. But definitely in near future, we can experience sometime. So thank you so much once again, and I request all the students to please proceed to your classes because you have your lectures. Only group members remain here for the picture for one. Thank you so much. Why don't you please go to your classes?
You stopped it? Geotech में Cheryl Madam was like, no. Then Cheryl on the geotech no. हाँ. After taking a she took her phone.